At everything but your brightness.
Thanks.
Magnificence.
Terry, you know the question about Spring Valley Country Club, I think, which is the timing of this conversation. I think now is important. I think to all the residents of Spring Valley Lake. Club Corp is the largest owner of private country clubs in the world, and they own Spring Valley Lake, and they have from the very beginning. But the person that owned it originally was Mr. Dedman, and he founded in 1957, and then he sold back in the 1990s, and there were teams. So I moved from Santa Barbara over here on Friday, May 13th of 1988, and first thing on Saturday morning the 14th, I went in and I paid my registration, I joined, and just met a ton of great people, and from that was able to compete. I used to be fairly good. And we were able to represent the club in the National Scramble at Pinehurst, North Carolina, which is just one of the top country clubs in the world. They've played the U.S. Open. Over a course of time, we know that golf has changed and the interest in golf has changed. But, you know, the golf course is such a central amenity to Spring Valley Lake that I know that the Spring Valley Lake Association is discussing right now, and I think very seriously, what impact does the golf course have if it's sold, or if Club Corp were to decide to shut it down and it were to go brown? What impact would that have on values? Well, I can tell you that the aggregate value of Spring Valley Lake is about $981 million. I think the assessed value is going to go up now that the state has sent us $12.4 million, and those roads are being done. They're going to be gorgeous. But what does that do to that great golf course in the middle? You know, that you've got 291 homes and lots that center it. So you probably have, you know, 80 to 90 million dollars worth of assessed value just on the golf course. So I think the association's having to really have some very serious discussions about how does the association of the golf course work. Club Corp recently said that the golf course was not for sale to one of our members, to our former chairman, but as somebody reminded me recently, everything is for sale. What is sad is one of our neighboring golf courses that's a part of the Club Corp family, Desert Falls down in Palm Desert, a great golf course. I mean, one that I've probably played 25 times, and it's been played by many members probably watching this or people that have been down there. That was just sold by Club Corp, and I guess that the association of Desert Falls, which is a massive association, was negotiating, and I guess Club Corp pulled the rug out from underneath them. Property was sold to Mr. Calvin Chun for $3.3 million. Shocked the members. They fired all the employees, and it really turned the club upside down. I mean, this was a great golf course. So I think that if I were to say anything to people watching this little segment, is be sure to get a hold of your board of directors at the association, and really urge them to find an outside company to help facilitate a conversation between Club Corp and Spring Valley Association. I was a partner early before I got married in a golf course over in Santa Barbara County. I would never do that again today. My wife Deb would not have allowed me to do that, but I was young and I really like golf. I believe that the association, our great association, and our great country club needs to have a company between the two to negotiate this, and not necessarily as a broker, but a company like the McMahon Group out of St. Louis. I've never talked to anybody at the McMahon Company. We know who they are. They facilitated a transaction in a community my mother lives, and a community that a couple of people in Spring Valley Lake have second homes in down in Rancho Mirage. So I really think that the association hopefully will take a look and say, if something were to happen to that golf course, what impact does that have on the balance of values on in here, and et cetera. So I really encourage that dialogue, and I'd be willing to help that with that dialogue if possible.